of the Nine Worlds.
Welcome back, Wolf-Kissed. Do you need anything else?
That's all I need for now.
Fine. Come back anytime.
Came after echoes of the Nine Worlds still. Midgard. Spilled, and their dead would hide the sun. Those bravely fallen, now buried, wait for Heimdall to blow
Off we go! Catch the wind! Strike up a tune. Let's hear a story.
I knew a crazed man about my age called Roku, who we had taken to calling Roku the Rodent for his habit of collecting axes. For 20 years he collected axes of all make and size. He had never seen a day of battle, but he swore...
Have you heard me tell the tale of the 6 Christian missionaries I lured away from their faith into the worship of Almighty Thor?
You showed them how to turn the crosses into hammers, simply by flipping them over. And they fainted with joy. That tale?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Who will share a tale?
When I was 11 winters old, I was the youngest of my favorite cousins. A wild and rowdy bunch of boys and girls. Together with our parents, we attended a feast at the home of Halfdan the Black of the House of Yngling. To toughen our patience, our parents set us with the old woman, who ordered us to bake flatbreads and serve it to the noble jarls. After an hour, the flatbreads piled so high into pillars, you could have built a roof over it and called it a longhouse. When our work was done, an older boy, Guthrod, suggested we steal a keg of mead, drown in happiness for our good work. So Guthrod, Mikkel and Åsa snuck into the storeroom and stole a barrel as I stood watch. But when we were spotted, I froze. 3 of Harald's men stopped us. They struck Guthrod and Mikkel and pushed Åsa to the ground. Whose idea was this? They asked. I stood and said, the idea was mine. The meat is for me. One of the men eyed me and said only, that is not true. Then, they moved on. There! Military encampment!
I need your eyes, my friend. Sunan, guide me.
can save you now. Going to
Keep your guard up! How much longer, Bloodbag? Come! Throw Shadow's fish bait!
take you.
Take point! Bloody shit, join the Drengr!
of you have courage?
Which Jarl?
He has been taken by bandits! Come quickly!
A Jarl taken by bandits.
If you are as brave as you appear, you will come! Hurry, or they will kill him!
Kill him? Do they not want a ransom?
Just hurry! We are near. Go on. They are up ahead.
You know where they are. You lead.
Fine. Follow me.
Norway belongs to the Norse! This pathetic gamble has cost them their lives.
They threatened to kill me if I did not help.
So to save your life, you led others to their death.
Our village was burned by Kjotve the Cruel. We had to flee to the forest. Those who survived grew mean and desperate. Olaf, one of the men you killed, said we had to fight for our land. But he only wanted to kill for silver.
There was no need for this fight. Kjotve is dead, by my hand. I have lifted his boot from your neck.
Olaf, you lifeless fool! You almost murdered our rescuer!
Your second mistake was choosing me as your prey.
That was not a mistake. You looked like a good fighter. I was hoping you would kill or weaken Olaf so I could escape.
You are young and still foolish, so I will spare you your life. But cross me again, or harm anyone I cherish, and you will join your friends in Helheimer's foul forests.
You will never see me again. I will be a white rabbit in the snow.
It was home once. Now it is nothing but bone. This is where father and mother left this world. I would have died with them in dishonor, if not for Sigurd. When father first showed me this passage, I was so excited. I won every game of hide and fetch after that. Silver, gems, precious things. How did Kjotve's dogs miss this?
Kohta sjá þig.
Let's get out of here. Sail out! Cast about this land, my friend. Bring the sail in! Take it in! Save it for later.
Lush and fertile shores.
I did not expect to find anyone on this island.
And why not? This is England, home to a nation of Saxons and Danes. Our shores are open for trade.
England? It is not what I expected.
Many from Norway find the trip dizzying, but fortunately you have me to guide you. I know the land better than my own son.
Are you all right?
My son, nesting with the Picts north of Hadrian's Wall. Who knows what schemes they're hatching? Or the sort of people they might send to spy on me.
You said something about a tour?
Of course, a tour. Follow me. This is the city of London, first built by the Romans during ancient times. We have not seen builders like that since.
I guess they had to work with what they had.
These are the Dover Cliffs, famous for their bluebirds. Here is Jorvik, the Dane city of trade. Keep this between us, but King Alfred has a plan for Jorvik.
I see.
This is Hadrian's Wall, our last line of defense against the barbarous Picts.
It is a line of sorts.
At the end of our tour is Winchester, the heart of Wessex, where is King Alfred? Those honorless Picts, they have taken the king! We must seek them north of Hadrian's Wall! Where are you, my king?
I'm sure he is somewhere.
Do not worry, my king. I am coming. King! What happened? Why won't you speak?
Who in hell's name are you? Why are you going through my things? Thor's balls, you found it. Why did you take it back? You set him off again.
Traitor! The king won't speak to me! You cut out his tongue!
He has no tongue!
Because you cut it out!
You're his son?
Do not feed this fantasy. His wits wither and become those of a babe. I took him here to ease his madness, but it grows worse. I try using reason or playing along, but he hears only what he wants to hear.
Only what he wants to hear. I have an idea that could help, if you let me. Old man, your king is worn out from his ordeal. I can hear him speak very softly. He is praising you. He wants to thank...
Heesing.
He wants to thank Heesing for his loyalty to the crown.
What else does he say?
You walk in a dream. It is time to wake.
What are you saying?
What is real may not be as pleasant as a fantasy. But you have people in this world who honor you.
It does not matter what you tell me is real. This is what I believe. I believe Alfred has sold us out to the Picts. You betrayed your nation and your people! I denounce and dethrone you!
It is a harsh choice, but sometimes you must put fire to a wound to heal it.
Forgive my ill will. I knew this would be a difficult end, but sometimes the weight bears down heavily.
There's courage and honor in what you do, and the gods know it. Good luck to you. Still at war with England?
That tough old fox is still hanging on, though. I admit, I am impressed.
Run up the sail! Let's have a song. Here's Salt Score. Got a story?
Have I ever told you the story about...
I am fairly certain you have. Anyone else with a tale to share before Dag starts talking again? Is there a sea scroll among you?
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the Cruel and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kiar Robo. Kiar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kiar's sister Thulra was married to Kjotve's brother Alrek. And soon Kiar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kiar that Alrek had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, "It is true." So Kiar invited Alrek on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kiar pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kiar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an armory. "Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve." Confused, Kjotve took the ring. With it came the entire bloody arm. "Your brother pledged his oath to Hell herself," Kiar laughed. And he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
We need an epic tale.
You might not be aware, but I am a man with considerable shipbuilding craft. In my youth.
A story from my youth. This one has no lesson to be learned or message to be gleaned. Often my father liked to take me on hunts in the forested lands east of I loved these solitary times with him. I had never felled a beast myself, and my father saw that this upset me. I was only a boy, but I had the dreams of being a man. So one winter, my father asked me to perform a bargaining ritual to the goddess Skadi to improve his bow skill and snow sight. With glee warming my heart, I cut a hair and sacrificed it to the goddess, asking in exchange of skill and sight for my father. When the ritual was done, my father and I set off into the forest. We hunted all day until night fell, and we slew no game. That night, around the fire, I was sullen. My sacrifice had not been heeded, yet seeing my sad face, my father only smiled. "Had you been hunting," he said, "you would have killed 6 fine deer." For Skadi hears only those who speak to her.
Who will share a tale?
Did I ever tell you all the story of how I killed an entire clan single-handedly with the broken hilt of a sword?
Too often, dog. More times than any man can count.
Let's hear a story.
Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called Eyed. A brooding warrior with a face of stone and oak-hard arms. On a raid in Courland, we shored up along the edge of a forest and explored until we came to People Pots, a large farm. It was night, and all were asleep. So we set about plundering the place in the quiet of eve, taking sheep and goats as we pleased. It was then that Eyed saw a farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver. The farmhand squawked like a crow. Being hid beneath an anvil at the smith's forge, the silver was no trouble to lift. In secret, we took it and the boy back to the ship. It was then that Eyed grew sad, for when the farmers woke with the crack of day, So Egil ordered 3 of us to follow him back to the sleep-hushed hamlet. As we burned the houses, Egil shouted his name. I am Egil, son of Skatlagrim, and I am the man who deprives you of everything but your life. I never sailed with Egil again.
We can continue later.